It seems like every time the Dark Forest comes back into canon, they get different ways of how it works. It's like the canon of the Dark Forest is fluid and it changes. How it was originally is you did not see other cats. And it was hinted that it was a new development that cats could finally meet up when Darkstripe and Tiger Claw Star could actually meet up again. But then we get books like Crooked Star's Promise, where we see even before then that cats are training in the Dark Forest. And it really doesn't make much sense. Reasonably, we should be taking what we learn about the Dark Forest in the New Prophecy from that scene with Darkstripe and Tiger Claw as more canon than Crooked Star's Promise, because it comes first in the timeline. But we can't, because Crooked Star's Promise is more... it lines up more consistently with the rest of the series. So, what is the Dark Forest? Dark Forest is where all the cats who StarClan deems unworthy to be with them go, or the authors just want to shove them in for drama's sake, aka Frecklewish. And yes, I did draw Frecklewish. I hate that it's part of canon, but it's part of canon. So, she's here, and I hate it. We can't even say that most of these cats are really that evil. Let's take into consideration the cats we know why they're in the Dark Forest. Mapleshade killed 3 people, I think. Wait, Ravenwish, Apple Dusk, and Frecklewish. Yeah, 3 people. I just read Mapleshade's Vengeance a couple months ago. I should remember this. Tiger Star, yeah, he's a bad dude. Then there's Darkstripe. He's kind of pathetic. Thistleclaw. Yeah, I can understand why Thistleclaw's in the Dark Forest. But then you have cats like Frecklewish, who didn't really do anything wrong, and yet is in the Dark Forest because she somehow let Kits drown when there is no reasonable reason for her to believe that she could do anything to help at all. When the river was having a flash flood, she's a ThunderClan cat who cannot swim, and there was already RiverClan cats who can swim on the way to help. Next, the creative team at Warrior Cats is going to be justifying Thistleclaw being a fucking groomer, I swear. This is why I don't read these books anymore. God damn. Moving on. Then you have cats like Ashfur, who make it into StarClan despite being absolute garbage. Let's look at Ashfur's pre-imposter rap sheet. He killed his leader in a fox trap. He tried to burn 3 children alive because his mother broke up with him like 20 years ago by cat standards. They dated for like 2 weeks in high school, and he's still pissed about it 20 years later. The killing his leader part should have damned him to the Dark Forest immediately, because part of the Warrior Code was the leader's word was law. And that's just like treason. That's like immediate fucking treason, Ashfur. Like, go to the Dark Forest. And the only explanation we get is he loved too much by Yellowfang, and it's just like, Yellowfang? Yellowfang, the worst thing you ever did was die. You were the best character when you were alive. But StarClan, I don't know what's in the water these StarClan cats are drinking, but it's making them fucking stupid. I don't know what it is, why they're so crazy. And so Ashfur should be in the Dark Forest. Yet you have cats like Frecklewish, and apparently Brightflower, Yellowfang's own mother, is in the Dark Forest because she could never get over the anger that her kits were killed. Kits die all the time in this series. By that logic, Palebird should also be in the Dark Forest. Ferncloud should also be in the Dark Forest. Squirrelflight should also go to the Dark Forest. So many queens have lost kits. it doesn't make any sense. When they added that to canon, did they forget that Yellowfang didn't actually kill the kits? I'm just flabbergasted at this. Also, I really love my Snowtuft design. I made him an albino cat because I was like, there are so many white cats with blue eyes that I need something to differentiate him. And I also decided to make him die by drowning just to have something different, because I try to have what killed them be obvious on their pelts. Like, you would have saw with Tiger Star and Maple Shade that they had claw wounds, and you see the dark, murky water coming out of his nose and mouth. I decided to make Snowtuft die from drowning, because I thought it'd just be different, since we really don't know his backstory, and since apparently now, Dark Forest cats get fucking amnesia! Why was that a thing? Why have them wander around slowly starving and miserable if they forget why they're there in the first place? That's not how... This is supposed to be a punishment. So why... What's the point if they don't remember why they're being punished for shit? Ever since the Dark Forest was introduced, it's just been a shit show. Because in the original series, it did not exist. It was really it was really straightforward. We clan cats believe in StarClan. When we die, we join them. They are our ancestors. There wasn't, oh, by the way, there's also this really, really horrible place where everyone's starving and it's dark and everyone's violent. Oh, and apparently now there's this river that we can drown in and, you know, die forever, and, you know, we get amnesia. The broken code's the fucking worst thing to ever happen to this damn series. Let's just appreciate Frecklewish. Poor sad Frecklewish. Her eyes are completely blacked out, and the black blood is dripping down her cheeks, because I don't know if it actually ever said, her only injury was to her eyes, and I think it was confirmed that if she had lived, she would have been completely blinded by the snake. But I feel so sorry for this girl, and she was grieving. Honestly, yeah, she said some bad things to the kits about the kits in particular, especially since she had basically been a second mother to them. But she was fucking grieving, and she had been lied to. And people do not say the best things when their emotions are not right. I also gave her some shoulder skirts because I realized I did not really give much variety to some of these designs. So that's my little rant on the Dark Forest, along with some Dark Forest designs. If you would like me to see me do some more Dark Forest designs, please let me know and tell me who I should draw. Thank you guys so much for watching, and may StarClan light your path. Actually, on second thought, let the Dark Forest guide your path. Fuck heaven.